Welcome to Create, Build, Manage, the Entrepreneur's Toolbox.
Welcome to Create, Build, Manage on BizTV. I'm Kelli Phillips. Today we're joined by Candace Holte. Candace is a Mary Kay entrepreneur, business coach, and mental health worker. She tells us everything about Mary Kay as well as how her life has changed since starting her Mary Kay journey. Stick around. We'll be right back with more Create, Build, Manage only on BizTV. Mary Kay Ash decided that she wanted to do something different in the 1960s. It was still a man's world back then. So after retiring from a lucrative career in direct sales, she created the first iteration of her company in 1963. Those first consultants would pave the way for millions of women to enjoy the advantages that Mary Kay's home-based model provides them. Candace Holte joins us now with more. And Candace, I've got to ask, what is something about Mary Kay that you found is not common knowledge or is surprising to someone not in your position?
Oh, I love that question because I think when a lot of people think about Mary Kay, there's usually a story. There's usually oh, my grandmother, my aunt, or I've heard of them. I've heard of the pink Cadillacs, right? But not everyone knows that we have a skincare system for literally every season, absolutely every generation, various, conditions, concerns, whatever, things that you want to improve, right? There is literally something for everyone. I have 2 young kids at home and they use the product. There is one product that is absolutely everywhere in our house because you can use it on hands, on feet. You can, take off kids' creations of markers or whatever might be going on in your house, on your body, in your home. And so there's really a lot of different options for literally anybody that has skin. And so especially to the newer or the younger generations, I think it's really important that everyone knows, oh my goodness, it's not your grandmother's Mary Kay, so to speak.
What did you do before you started selling Mary Kay?
Well, I love this question. And I love to also let people know that our focus and my focus really is teaching. So I love to teach. I teach skincare and I teach color. And before, I grew up with a single mom and I did not learn really how to take care of my skin or put on makeup, or I just didn't know really any of those things. I wasn't the girly girl. And so a lot of the girly girl things I got to learn being in Mary Kay. But before, I had just finished my second master's degree and was coaching gymnastics, doing a lot of working. So a lot of coaching, a lot of working in mental health. And Mary Kay kind of fell into my lap and it really, really, truly changed my life.
So you say it kind of fell into your lap. What was that first experience like? Did somebody bring Mary Kay to you and say, you really ought to get into this?
My neighbor, so here's one of the stories, right? My neighbor actually was a consultant when I was growing up and I didn't know it. And so she let me play with a little bit of her makeup for prom. And that was pretty much my only exposure. Fast forward, I started dating someone whose mother was in Mary Kay. And she said, how do you take care of your skin? And I just kind of looked at her and I said, I don't know. What are you supposed to do? And so she introduced me to the products. I absolutely fell in love with the products. And then I actually looked at the opportunity about a year in, and that is what changed my life. And so, going back to even the previous question of what did I do before? It's a lot of the same things I do now. So I work in the school system. I coach gymnastics. I am, a leader in one of our Bible study moms groups. So I still get to do all of the things I did before. I just have a lot more options and a lot more flexibility. Thanks to Mary Kay and thanks to the business and the opportunity.
I've got to ask what your schedule is like now, because I know working for yourself can probably bring on some challenges.
Yeah. It can, and I think one of the great skills I was able to learn in Mary Kay is how to prioritize my priorities. So faith, family, career, that's something the company is really strong in, and making sure that in your career, in your work, whatever that looks like, you are prioritizing your time. So what time needs to be spent with people? What time needs to be spent, in my life? I look at my kids. I'm not going to sacrifice being at a game or a competition or being the mystery reader in class. And so I'm just really, really clear on when I hold appointments and really clear on when is family time and, really clear on when I'm not doing any Mary Kay related things.
So tell me, I know this is probably the big question that everybody has. Mary Kay has these prizes. I mean, the pink Cadillac, are they all real?
They are real. So it is an incredible blessing. Mary Kay started off, and she started giving these, she calls them Cinderella gifts or Cinderella prizes, because so many women, if you give a woman $1,000, she's probably going to buy toilet paper or groceries or diapers or, whatever else. But if you give a woman a ring, a beautiful diamond ring, right? Diamonds, cars, they're all real. If you give a woman something like that, she is going to feel like $1 million, and she doesn't have the ability to, spend it on toilet paper and meat and whatever else it could be. So it's an honor to be able to go on the trips. It's an honor to be able, the trips are, oh my goodness, five stars all the way around. Things you could never have imagined, just as a thank you and a reward to the sales force who's working.
What changes has Mary Kay seen over the years?
Oh, that's such a good question. We started when Mary Kay first started. Actually, not many people might know this, but they actually were selling wigs, and so the company had, because that was popular. And she was able to then, kind of narrow in and focus on skincare and color. But the original pink Cadillac was that Pepto-Bismol pink, right? The really big, large pink Cadillac. Now mine is, everyone knows it, right? Mine is kind of like a pearl pink, almost like the color of this jacket. Our unit has earned 5, working on our 6th. And so, just the evolution of those kinds of prizes and things like that. But also making sure that there truly is, there's color options for everybody. There's a skin solution for everybody. And so I know that those are some of the changes. In addition, we're the number 1 direct sales company 2 years in a row in the entire world. And so Mary Kay is not just Mary Kay USA. There are opportunities in lots of other countries. And so I know that is, that's definitely a big change from when she started with, her $5,000 savings and basically just her family working with her.
Yeah. Have you seen changes in the products as well? I mean, from what I remember Mary Kay from when I was much younger, is it was a thick type of makeup. And now folks are going more towards that natural look. Are you seeing that trend also with the Mary Kay products?
Yes, absolutely. And, I think it does depend on generation. A lot of us might know we don't put sparkles on our eyes if we're over a certain age, or we feel like it, there's lines there that we don't want to highlight. So there definitely have been trends in different kinds of application, thickness of product, things like that. But the great news is that you're right. A lot of our products are, we have both, right? If you're looking for something rich, because as our skin ages and we lose elasticity, right? We start like this and we go like this. We need a little more of that richness and that elasticity and that hydration. But even those products are thin enough to where they are pretty universal. And then as far as the makeup, amazing coverage with a liquid foundation that is, it's non-transferable, but it's not like stage makeup. So there really are lots of options.
Kind of go through some of the products that Mary Kay offers, because folks out there may not realize some of the products that Mary Kay has.
Yeah, that's a great question or great ask. I love that because I think, again, we only know what we know, right? And we make assumptions and have ideas based on what we know. And so we have a line all for repair. So advanced signs of aging. We have a line for anti-aging. We have a line that's all, more naturally based. We have a line for men. We have a line for acne. And then we have a line for pretty much anybody else that has skin that wouldn't fall into any of those categories, right? And so you can mix and match depending on what your skin is needing in the moment or in the time or in the season. We've got lotion, body lotion. You've got skin everywhere, right? So let's make sure we're taking care of that with a toning lotion. That is one of my absolute favorite products because it kind of pulls everything in and together. Let's see. Oh, we just came out, within the last kind of year, a liquid matte lipstick, and it has absolutely changed my life. So some of those things are they're kind of newer, and there's something that you might not think about, a clear brow gel and then a tinted brow gel that actually is going to give you volume. So lots of different options depending on what people are looking to do with their makeup or looking to do with their skin. We all want more hydration and more firmness. So there's a solution everywhere, everywhere in Mary Kay for you.
Well, Candace, if you will stick around, we've got more questions when we come back. And we're back with Candace Holte to talk a little bit more about Mary Kay and her job as an independent contractor. And if you would, Candace, tell us a little bit about Pride Points and what that is in Mary Kay.
So we are an incredible faith-based company. And in that, I think there's just certain things, I call them Pride Points. There are certain points that I think everyone should know because they're amazing, right? So number one, Mary Kay, I know I said, earlier that we are in multiple different countries. Well, Mary Kay USA is made in Dallas. Mary Kay Germany is made in Germany. And so when we're talking about, our American Mary Kay, we are a USA company. We are debt-free, family-owned. The Mary Kay Foundation has given over $200 million to domestic violence prevention and cancers that affect women. And, statistically, 1 in 3, 1 in 4, if you're not a recipient yourself or dealing with that yourself, at least 1 or 2 people that are. And so the give back culture of this company is just beyond amazing. Zero landfill. I don't know the process that people make products, or the process of product making, I guess, with other companies. But I think it's pretty incredible to say that we are zero landfill. We're a green company as well. And then even the little beads on the microdermabrasion are biodegradable. So safe for the fish and the turtles and the birds. And, I think those are really important facts to know in addition to faith, family, career, and that we operate with the golden rule. And so that means we want to treat everybody the way we would want to be treated, which has created a culture of pride and respect. And there's so much enthusiasm and so much building people up in this company, I think, because of all those amazing points to stand on.
Yeah. How have you changed since your whole career started with Mary Kay?
Oh my goodness. That's a great question. So I did not, I think I have gained about 100 times more confidence than I had going into work, going into the working world as a young professional, that my confidence level has really improved. And I think that in addition, my ability to learn about other people, ask really good questions of people, make people feel important. That's one thing Mary Kay always said is just vital. People that, she said, people have a sign around their neck that says, make me feel important. And so choosing to focus on that and learning how to do that has been amazing for my own personal growth. And I'm hoping and praying it's affected other people in a positive way as well. The ability to coach people to success has, it doesn't, I don't know if it comes easy for other people, but it didn't come easy for me. I had to learn a lot of those skills, the right questions to ask, the right way to build someone up when they're not feeling great, the right way to celebrate someone, right? So a lot of those skills, in addition to learning about the cycles of our skin and what to do in different seasons with different hormones and different climates, learning where to place makeup on your eye or your cheek. All of those skills I've been able to learn, and have really, really helped me grow into being a pink Cadillac driver, which is the biggest blessing ever. And I can say even now, watching my girls, I have two young girls, and they'll kind of do mimicking. One of them says that I'm a share director instead of a sales director. And that's really what this whole product line, this whole company is about, is sharing. And so watching those skills transfer down to even my daughters has been amazing.
So who do you think would be ideal to become a consultant?
Anyone who's tried the products, who loves the products, and who's looking to have an opportunity to have some extra cash in their pocket, and be able to really share with other people. The company, has primarily been women, but we have now had some pretty successful men that have walked across our stage at our annual seminar. And so really, really anybody who's looking for that opportunity. And I do have to say, as with anything in life, right? We have to work. You can't sit ever and just expect life to happen and great things to come. So I think someone has to have a work ethic in some capacity as well, in order, it's not 24/7, but you have to be committed to working and leading by example.
What are some of the training opportunities that Mary Kay offers? Is it something that you get from person to person, or is it something everybody goes together in one room and you all sit down and you learn at the same time about skin or color?
So I think it's a total hybrid, right? And especially since we all learned how to do this virtual thing. I know, myself and other people in leadership are constantly teaching and mentoring and educating and coaching. And so you always have an opportunity to learn, at someone's feet or at the table with them. But we do a lot of virtual as well. And we have an amazing program called the Adoptee program, which means if I have a consultant who's in my unit and she lives in a different state, another person in my position will graciously offer to accept her and adopt her and train her. So there's a lot of in-person. And then the company actually has outlined there's a whole section on education that you can go through to become an advanced color consultant, to learn about the products, to learn about the order of operations, and, when I put this on and when I take this off. And so it can be as self-guided as someone wants, or you could be as connected with someone holding hands if that's your learning style too.
What is your schedule now? Because you went from teaching, you say Mary Kay isn't like a 24/7, but you do have to be on call. But is your schedule more flexible, or how you want it to be?
Yeah, so my schedule, I do think one of my strengths is I'm a scheduling queen. And really I'm great about blocking out time for things where they need to be. And so I have certain days that are my Mary Kay days. I have, time in my office. I've got time where I'm booking an appointment or following up with a customer, making sure customers they don't have any questions, or if they do, I'm answering them, that we have the right color, all of those kinds of things. And then I have time personally just with where I am in the company, since I am doing a lot of trainings, time, coaching the people on my team and in my unit. And in addition, I have some days that I don't do any Mary Kay. It's a family day, it's a Sabbath day, it's a gymnastics day. Also, I coach high school gymnastics. And so I have either days or chunks of days that are they're kind of portioned out for Mary Kay, and some that are a break, because we all need breaks from all the things we do, I think, in different ways.
We do. I've got to ask, what's your favorite Mary Kay product that you cannot live without?
Someone just asked me this the other day, and it's such a hard question because as a mom of two young ones, there are definitely days where I have to pick between 5 things that I want to do or put on my face, right? And so my life-saving product is actually our under eye corrector. It's a concealer. It reflects light. And so it's a little bit of dabbing. You don't smear, but we always want to dab and use your ring finger. And that and some mascara, I can get out the door and look awake and alive. And it's a beautiful, amazing, wonderful thing. The other one of my favorite products when I actually take a little bit of me time is our microdermabrasion, because that is going to take off the dead skin cells. It's going to make your skin just bright and not look dull. And so, again, something I didn't know growing up, or even in my young and mid 20s. But if you wear glasses or you drive a car, you know what it's like to have something stuck on the windshield, right? So we got to get that cleaned off, and we actually have to go a little bit deeper in order to allow our skin, in this case, to be revitalized and renewed and allow for that new healthy skin to come through.
Candace, if folks want to get in touch with you, find out more about the opportunities to become an independent consultant with Mary Kay, or even find out more on how to apply makeup or take care of their skin, how can they find you?
It's a great question. And so I want to first and foremost say that because we are a golden rule company, if you already have a consultant, you know a consultant, please reach out to her, because I guarantee you she's going to be able to point you in the right direction, or find the right person, for you. But if not, I think my information will be posted. But I am happy to, I give lots of tutorials, do a quick skin analysis or an in-depth one. And so my email is Candace, CANDACE .mkoffice@gmail.com. So that's probably the best way. And then someone, either me or my team, will be able to get back to you and answer questions, point you in the right direction.
Thanks, Candace. We appreciate you spending time with us today. Thanks for joining me today for BizTV's Create, Build, Manage. Episodes of Create, Build, Manage are available on demand on the free BizTV streaming app. Visit watch.biztv.com and get BizTV programming anytime, anywhere. Stay tuned to BizTV for more stories that educate, enlighten, and empower.